Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja, Registered Migration Agent and co-founder Think Hack Consultants with another live session regarding the state sponsorship and what's happening in especially the Australian immigration and the education industry. So we try to take lots of questions while we are live. Along with that, we try to give maximum information regarding the current trends. And as we said, our live session name, it says that Australian immigration and state sponsorship updates. Now, as you know, lots of immigration updates in last couple of weeks. Exciting days are coming, and they already started, especially in terms of the state sponsorships, and the department now starting giving lots of invites and lots of visas being granted. So lots of applications has been opened which were in a backlog for last many months. Also, states have started inviting people, and as we predicted last time, lots of invites for onshore people, and then the next rounds I believe would be for offshore. So lot to come, and lot of things have which have already happened. We would be discussing on that one. So let's take a quick break, because I think let's wait for a few more people to join this live, and then we'll start with the first update, that is a South Australia state sponsorship, and then following with Victoria, Western Australia, and we'll see how the other states are going with their invitation. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break.
With so many opportunities for higher education and skilled migration worldwide, it's no wonder that more and more people are seeking out new places to call home. But navigating the complex world of immigration and its respective laws can be a daunting task, with different rules, regulations, and requirements depending on where you want to go. That's where we come in.
As licensed migration agent and education consultants, we are here to help you navigate the complex world of immigration with ease. Whether you're looking to study abroad, work in a new country, or even start a new life overseas, we have the expertise and knowledge to help you get there. Our team of experts are not only skilled in understanding the scenarios, but also in understanding the specific requirements, ensuring that you have the right resources to succeed. We understand that every client is unique, and we work with you to create a personalized plan that suits your needs and goals. From visa applications to language proficiency tests, we have the tools and resources to help you succeed. We also keep up with the latest trends in technology and legal developments to ensure that our clients are always one step ahead of the competition. At the end of the day, our goal is to make our clients happy by helping them achieve their dreams. We know that moving to a new country can be stressful, but with our expertise and guidance, we'll help make the process as smooth and seamless as possible. Together, let's broaden your horizons and help you make your mark on the world. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you achieve your migration and education goals. Think Higher Consultants, because your dreams matter.
Think Higher is presenting Study in Cyprus, which is one of the great opportunities for those who are unable to meet the requirements of Australia and Canada and US. Cyprus is one of the great destinations where students can study. Along with that, they can work as well. The few of the benefits are affordable fee. So they are somewhere around 5,000 to 7,000 euros for a year, their fee is. Along with that, the low financial requirements, so you only need to show 7,500 euros as a financial requirement. Whereas 99.9% is a visa success ratio. University apply your visa by themselves. That gives an opportunity to have 99.9% visa success. Apart from that, very vibrant culture. So all the instructions in university would be in English. That will help you out building a right career and right education destination. Hope that helps. All right, welcome back viewers. So let's start with the South Australia updates first. So team, if you can just open up the South Australia state website. So let me first explain you how this is going to work it out. Meanwhile, team can open up the South Australia website for us. So South Australia has given 4 streams. The first stream is called the graduate stream. The other one is the onshore, skilled workers who are working in South Australia, and the third one is the offshore. Now the fourth ones are the high, achievers. So they would be definitely a part of the graduate stream, but the high achievers. So they have, try to give them the priority as well in order to ensure that they are getting the right skilled worker. Now, let's talk about the list. So, South Australia is a huge list. And if you can see here, most of the occupations are there, almost around 600 plus occupations. So, these occupations have, the good part is that all the streams, every occupation is eligible for. So for instance, if you want to go with the structural engineer, then the graduate stream is also available. Skilled work stream is also available. Offshore skill is also available, and then outer regional skill employment is also available. So let's talk one by one about these streams, so at least you know if you are rightly fit into that particular stream or not. So graduates are those who are studying in South Australia. They have minimum done the 1 year study. Now, obviously, if you have done, if you're doing a master's, and for instance, if you have complete 1 year in Victoria and then you move to finish the rest of the 1 year in South Australia, still you meet the requirements. So they require you to minimum do 42 to 44 weeks of CRICO study, and that is almost 1 year, and rest of the weeks are breaks. So if you do a 1 year study, then you are eligible for South Australia, but again, you also need to meet the work requirements. So they ask you to minimum have 12 months of work experience in order to apply for South Australia graduate stream. Now the second stream is called those who are in South Australia and working, and they are in urban or Adelaide areas. So if you're in Adelaide, then again you have to work for minimum 30 hours per week in your nominated occupation up to 12 months. Once the 12 months are gone, then you would be able to apply. Even though if you have worked 364 days and you have missed 1 day and you have lodged a South Australia application, they will refuse the application. So make sure do not lodge application until your 12 months are finished. Now, the third stream is the regional stream. So outer regional stream is quite easy as well. So if you start living in outer regional South Australia and staying there for 6 months and working there for 6 months as well, so you would be eligible to apply for outer regional 491, and that also requires you to work 30 hours per week. So team, if you can just go and click on outer regional South Australia hyperlink, just click on that one. Yeah. And then if you can share the screen to our viewers, like what are the outer regional South Australia requirements? Because we need to be very sure that it's 6 months or 12 months. But in any case, we'll double check it for you. So let's open that one. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If any of your friends, family, or any prospect applicants who wanted to apply for Australia and they need to, they have queries, you can share them this live. I'm more than happy to answer as much as I could. Now, if you can see here, so guidelines are pretty standard. So eligibility guidelines are pretty easier. Now, if you scroll down further the team, 65 points are the minimum, and then they require you to live and work for 9 months. So instead of 6 months, it's 9 months. So for Adelaide region, it's 12 months, and for regional South Australia, it's 9 months. So if you go back team to the previous page, and if you can just click on the work stream hyperlink, so we can show our audience the 12 months requirement for that stream. So in order to ensure that we're giving the right advice and right information to our audience. So if team can go to, yes. So if you can click on skilled employment in South Australia. No. Yes. Just click on this hyperlink. Yep. Right. So if you can scroll down a bit further. That's the requirements of 12 months. So you must be living and working in South Australia anywhere, regardless of which region you are. But if you're in outer regional, then it's only 9 months, but you have to work and live both in outer regional. Here, anywhere in South Australia, 12 months would do. So, for instance, 6 months you have done in Adelaide, and then 6 months you have moved to outer regional, but it has to be in your nominated occupation, then you are meeting the requirement. But if you're going with the outer regional, then straight 9 months, you have to be in the outer regional. You cannot collect Adelaide and then add a few months to regional to make it 9 months. That won't work for us. So these are the requirements for the South Australia. Now let's go to the Western Australia update, which is quite exciting. So if you remember a few sessions back, we have given the information that this time lots of Western Australian invites would come, and they will also consider mainly the onshore applicants and for the first round. So this is what happened. So they invited altogether, they have invited 200 in schedule 1, 100, another 100 to schedule 2, and graduate stream 75 and 25. So altogether 300 invites they have given, and same they have given for 491. So total 600 invites were given. Now if we go, if you scroll down the team and show the segregation of the occupations, so that PDF, if you can open, that would help us out. So just check, yes, that's the one. So if you can see here, audience, so those who are living in Western Australia, they've been invited for Schedule 1. So points are 115, 85, but you can see lots of Schedule 1 only have medical professions. If you go to Schedule 2, there are a variety of occupations, because obviously Schedule 1 was a priority one. They've already given the occupation list on the website. So scroll down team and just go to the Schedule 2 list. Yes. So if you can see here, so architects, architectural draft person, carpenter, chefs, civil engineers, all building and construction, industry occupations, along with hotel, motel managers. So these all people were invited, but they were all living in Western Australia and working. So 90 points, 95 points, 100 points. So there's a massive points requirement that will reduce down the line in next couple of rounds. But this is where they have given their benchmark. So this is a threshold you need to meet. So 90 to 95 points, that's where they're inviting. If you scroll down further to the graduate list, you'll find that they have invited only limited people of, so in graduate stream, they have divided into higher education and trade. So higher education, again, lots of construction industry, early childhood teachers. We always, recommend this course to everybody. And then other occupations, but they're all residing in Western Australia. So they've been invited, even cafe and restaurant managers. So not bad. Then if you scroll down to the trade occupations, that is also called as vocational, studies. Further scroll down team to the second last page. Yes. So this one, so you can see they have only invited limited people, but civil engineering draft person is being invited. So that's massive. That's where we were telling everybody enrolled nurse and civil engineering draft person are being invited, and this is what happened. Chefs and civil engineering draft person. So another good round has happened. 300 altogether invitations were given for 190 and another 300 for 491, which seems quite promising that down the line there would be more invites coming up. So those who are giving false rumors about Australian immigration, that they will not be inviting, they're closing their borders. That is not the case. So let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll be taking fewer questions. Again, I'm requesting people, those who are watching us, do share this live, like this live. We are on YouTube, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook, all Meta. So if you are there, just share this live so at least people can start, commenting, or if they have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to give you maximum time. Whatever your questions are, I'm more than happy to give the answer, or I'll answer them. Let's take a quick break, and after the break, we'll be coming back. welcome back, team. I'm getting lots of questions on my personal Facebook handle and the Insta. So we'll try to answer them as well. So let's take the questions first. So first, obviously, our evergreen, die-hard loyal client, Mohammed Junaid Khan Gauri. Good to see you after a long time and still waiting. Yes, we also know, Junaid, you've been waiting, and now since you know the final request has also been submitted, inshallah, very soon, any day around the time you would, inshallah, get the visa approval. Now, since the quota is back as well, so I don't think so there would be any further delays. Already followed up, so now let's wait. Keep praying that you get the visa in next couple of days. So, inshallah, I'm very hopeful for this one. So let's go to the next question. All right, so the second question is from Tharindu. Sorry if I'm, pronouncing your name incorrect. So just pardon me for this. So I'll call you Jaya as well. So Jaya Vardhana is asking, I'm civil engineering technician with 90 points of 491 currently in Victoria. Gonna move to Western Remote. See, it's a right move because civil engineering technician or draft person they have been inviting. Obviously, you need to try to find a job in Western Australia in order to have a better opportunity with the invite. But again, 90 points with 491 living in Western Australia would be better comparatively to Victoria because Victoria is more centric towards the salary part. So if you are earning more than 90,000, then they would be inviting you. Otherwise, it's very difficult that they're inviting. So to my clients, I'm just asking them that they should speak to the employers. 80 to 90 is the safer zone. So if you're up to that level, it's safer. But yes, more rounds would come. They will reduce down up to 70 to 75%, 75K salary. But right now, it's better to play safe and make your salary up to, or you must be earning salary up to 80 to 90K. That's where they're inviting. Let's go to the next comment. So football rivalries asking civil engineering 9149, what are the chances? Football rivalry, if you can just, if you're offshore, onshore, if you can just comment on this one. I think you have already. If you're offshore, then yes, you have good opportunity to get an invite. First round was obviously not very encouraging for offshore, applicants, but yet again, as I said, and rightly so, our predictions are almost 99% always correct. So I believe that you have very good chance to go to get a Victoria or Western Australia invite. So I would suggest to go with Western Australia as well. If you have already have lodged an EOI, then wait. If not, then you should go with the Western Australia EOI as well. Let's go with the next comment. But again, Mohammed Junaid Khan Gauri is asking, second question is from my cousin, which states open? Noorland have lots, South Australia, Victoria has also good prospect for her. Her extensive experience is there, but again, I can't just disclose more of the information because it's obviously some private information or personal information for her. But she has very good opportunity. I'm just giving you to my audience background that Junaid's cousin is HR advisor, and she has extensive experience of more than 8 years plus experience. But yes, so opportunities are there. We're just waiting for our IELTS to crack. So please, Junaid, ask Noor to get the IELTS score as early as possible. So at least she get this opportunity, which is quite close, very near. She's very close. Only the hindrance or the the blockage between her invite and final the invitation and not being invited is the IELTS OPD. So we're just waiting for the English to happen. Let's go to the next question. So Malik is asking, I have 100 points, 100, but pays under 70K in ICT, including partner. So if you're talking about Malik, Victoria, in Victoria, so yes, 70K is on the lower side. As I said earlier, I've already commented on this one that you should have at least 80K to 90K. That's the safe zone at this as of now. 100 points are good. So next round would be very crucial for you. If next round you would not able to crack, then you must need to speak to employer or try to find another job where you at least get 80K. Jaya also have given us the his salary threshold, that is 68, which is on the lower side. So Jaya, you need to just go to 80, or best chance would be to move to Western Australia, which we have already discussed. Let's go to the next question. So now we are getting lots of questions, which is good. I like to answer the whatever the queries you have it. So just share your this live to your friends and family. I'm more than happy to answer as much as I could. Shahrukh Wasim asking, hi Neil, hope you're doing it good. Well, I applied for my wife and kid visa 600 but got rejected, stating I didn't provide enough evidence that I will go back to home country. I contacted Karachi. They said visit visa has not been granted nowadays. Can you please give insight what visa to choose? Family, I'm 476. 476, obviously you cannot do dependent. Visitor visa would be very difficult because you're not permanent resident or citizen. Otherwise, that would be a different story. My suggestion would be to either apply for 407 if you're an employer who is happy to sponsor you. If you have an employer who can give 482 work visa to you, then it would be a very great option to go with and then apply along with the family. Or otherwise, if your visa is in verge of expiring, then you should at least take a master or higher studies and then apply student visa along with your dependents. That's the only option you have it. I hope I have given you the detailed answer on this one. So just look onto these options, 407, 482, or 186, depends on whether you're meeting the requirement or not. Or lastly, student visa, because that will help you out bringing your family to Australia. But again, student visas are 50, 60, 40. These days visas are getting better, student visas. But again, always there is no 100% guarantee on any of the visas. But again, these 3, 4 are the good prospects. Let's go to the next question. Rajay is asking, hello sir, can Ian apply for Forzen immediately after the completion of course without... see, there is a thin line between the 407 policies. Lots of, in the PAM, it says that if you have done studies in Australia, then you don't require 1 year of experience. But whereas in few of the fine lines, they have asked to have 1 year of experience or study. So now this contradicts between lots of migration agents. I believe if you have done studies in Australia and it's EN is obviously a licensed provider or licensed occupation. So I believe that 407 would not be an issue as soon as if you immediately apply for 407, you must have a proper training plan. Because in rural nursing, you already do the placements. So if you have done the placements and all, then you have a good case to build and then show a training plan with your prospective employer in order to apply for 407. So this is how it's going to work it out. Let's go to the next question. So Jaya is asking, leaving the related job in Victoria because my visa is expiring next year and my company. Yeah, so as I said, Jaya, you have to move to Western Australia, and that will help getting the permanent residency pathway easier. Comparatively, you stay in Victoria, and if you're unable to achieve up to 80 or 90K salary, I hope that helps. And if you are happy with what I have answered, I please do like our live, share it to your friends, give us a good Google review that at least I'm able to answer your queries and make your decision, trying to making the decision for moving to Western Australia easier for you. Let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll be discussing about the Victoria, because Victoria has also invited day before yesterday to lots of occupations. Unfortunately, the requirement, the priority was on the higher side of the salary. But which occupations they've invited, we'll discuss on this one after the break. Think Higher is presenting Study in Cyprus, which is one of the great opportunities for those who are unable to meet the requirements of Australia and Canada and US. Cyprus is one of the great destinations where students can study, along with that they can work as well. The few of the benefits are affordable fee. So they are somewhere around 5,000 to 7,000 euros for a year, their fee is. Along with that, the low financial requirements, so you only need to show 7,500 euros for as a financial requirement. Whereas 99.9% is a visa success ratio. University apply your visa by themselves. That gives an opportunity to have 99.9% visa success. Apart from that, very vibrant culture. So all the instructions in university would be in English. That will help you out building a right career and right education destination. Hope that helps. Oh, welcome back, audience. So let's talk about Victoria. So Victoria was pretty exciting. So they emailed all the migration agents and prospective applicants day before yesterday. They're inviting. It was early in the morning in Pakistan, and I think probably early in Australia as well. So they started invited, and there was long 6 to 7 hours they kept inviting people. But unfortunately, the people who got invited, they were all on a very high salaries. So they have invited chefs, lots of 491s, but again on a higher salary side, 80 to 90K. Plus they have lots of invites for early childhoods. Few of the ICT occupations, engineers were also invited, engineering technologists were invited. So that is also a good prospect. Those who have engineering technologists as assessment, so chances are that they may get invited in near future by Victoria. And next round, what we are predicting that lots of offshore people will be invited. Now, Western Australia, Victoria, mainly they invited those who are onshore. So next round most likely would be for offshore people, and I'm very excited that they've started inviting lots of variety of occupations, not just the priority occupations they have stated last year. So last year, only early childhood teachers or chefs and few of the other occupations related to STEM industries were invited, but now they have invited throughout, variety of occupations, which is quite promising. So Victoria is one of the destination, and obviously, the requirements that Victoria needs to have an ROI to be lodged. So only UI won't do, just like Western Australia. Unlike Western Australia, you need to do only in UI. But Victoria requires you to lodge ROI as well. So this is very important that you should lodge an ROI. Don't miss that. Now, my prediction for Victoria would be lots of ICT, security specialists, civil engineers, electrical engineers, biomedical engineers, early childhood teachers, developer programmers, or the civil engineering graph person. These will be invited, inshallah, in next round. So if you fall under these occupations, then there are more chances that you get invited. Again, salary for offshore would not be an issue because you don't need to show salaries. But the point testing, 75 to 80 points, that would be the minimum threshold in order to get an invite for Victoria. Whereas Western Australia can be unpredictable. They might invite people on lesser points as well. But let's see and hope that things gets even better for those who are on the lesser points. So this is all for Victoria. Now, Victoria, you must need to know that you must be living in Victoria for 190, and for 491, you must be living and working in regional Victoria. So for that, 491 offshore applicants are not eligible, only onshore applicants, but you must need to live and work in regional Victoria for minimum 3 months. It can be any occupation from 1 to 3 levels. So you don't need to work in a nominated occupation unlike South Australia, but you must need to work in level 1 to 3 skilled occupations, whereas more salary is better to get an invite. So it's a pretty straightforward funda they have given it. And again, for 190 offshore, you don't require to have any salaries or anything. So it's quite hassle free. Apart from that, another major change they have done at the Victoria is they are not accepting any more 491 applicants to work from home. So if your company is in Melbourne CBD and you're working from home, that would not consider as regional work. Your company also needs to be in a regional setup. They must have an office. So distance or proxy work or home-based work would not be acceptable. The work from homes are not acceptable. You must need to be in person to regional Victoria. Whereas if your company is regional Victoria and you living in regional and working from home, that also would make some case, and still Victoria might accept, but they really want you to go in person to the office and work for the regional setup, especially for 491 regional area stream. So this is all it's all about. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We'll take a quick break. After the break, I'll take more questions. If you have any, feel free to put. Otherwise, we'll wrap up this session, and inshallah, we'll come next month with more updates. And I would again request all of my audience to like, share, and subscribe to all our social media, because we put lots of content which helps you out building your case, well informed about Australian immigration, Canadian immigration, Cyprus student visa, and most importantly, pdclasses.com. So all the best. Let's take a quick break, and after the break, we'll take a few more questions if any. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the session. All right, welcome back, viewers and audience, if you're listening. So I think that's pretty much it. Malik have asked one thing that, he's also working 2.5 years onshore and is still working. Then he has a case, but what I suggest that you should wait for another one more round. If not, then you need to just, look into more options. 189 round would be one of the options, but obviously you need to understand that 189 rounds are not being they haven't published anything then when they're going to do the 189 rounds. So I'm expecting it in September, but we are not sure. So you need to be prepared for either a 190491 based on the profile, but 100 points are good enough. And I wish that you get an invite before you find other options. So Jaya is asking also, sir, as soon as I move, can I change the UI to Western Australia if I get lease agreement? Would that be a problem? If you're genuinely living in Western Australia, regardless if you have a lease or not, that's perfectly fine. You need to prove that you've been living there. So as soon as you move there, lodge the Western Australia EOI, and then wait. Technically, if you already have a postcode, I would suggest you just lodge an EOI, and as soon as you can move, you can move. Lease agreements are not required, but you need to prove that you're living in Western Australia with your utility bills, other expenses. You can also add how you entered Western Australia through car or through by road, or you have taken the flight, or by any means. So that those all proof needs to be there since you were in Victoria. So they will ask you, because I've seen lots of cases being refused if you are unable to prove that how you entered to Western Australia. So be careful. Keep all your evidences intact. Ask all your receipts, invoices, whatever you're spending during the process of while you're traveling through road or through the plane, and make sure you have all the evidences in hand. And if you're not sure, you're not confident enough, then you can contact my team. I'm more than happy to assist, and my team is more than capable to handle Western Australia and all other state cases. We have done heaps, doing it since 2015. So, vast experience, and I'm very confident and happy with my team, how they're handling the cases. I think we have another question. Atif Ali asking any apparent phone who has already received the invite. Again, Atif, you need to wait because lots of people are still waiting. It's been 18 months. But now, since lots of quota has already been given, things would be quicker. So I'm expecting it to be 16 to 18 months, the global processing time. So I think you need to still wait for another few more months. Inshallah, if things gonna be quicker, then you can definitely get the visa since we have already launched your visa. Let's go to the next question. So Rajdeep is asking, can I apply for student independent visa? Yes, you can. that's not an issue since they have introduced GST. So dependent is not an issue. But I would suggest you to go with we call as an Ujala case where you've been a main applicant and you add your dependents and apply visa again. That is low risk because even though if visa get refused, you still would have your own visa, and the visa normally being processed in Australia. So they're quicker, better, comparatively only applying for a dependent, and ultimately, you can have some issues. So, I think Rajdeep, if you have got my answer, please give me a thumbs up. Or if you have any question, I'm more than happy to answer. Let's go to the next question. So, Will got asking, hi, 100 points for ACD. Very good points, but ACT, I need to look into the last round because I'm not pretty sure that how they've invited. But if you are under their the critical list or the priority list, and 100 points are good, but ACT is very particular with the work experience. So if you're working in ACT and meeting their work requirement, I think 6 months you have to work full time or part time. I think it's 12 months. So we'll definitely next live. I would be more focusing on ACT, Tasmania, and Queensland, and I hope that Queensland opens up, and then we'll take it from there. But points are good, and if you're in ACT, then chances are good if you're in a critical sector. So well good. If you can just let me know if you're in a critical sector, then it's gonna be great. All right, so let's go to the next question. So Jaya is asking, keep a good work, sir, and how often? So we do every month, but if there is any, surprises from Department of Home Affairs, or is there any important news or breaking news we need to do, then I do come twice or thrice in a month. But generally we do every 11th of the month. This time we have done it 29th, but next again would be on 11th. So there would be some quick lives coming up. Whatever questions you may have it, you can ask me. This is the right time to save your $110. Because if you go with a one-to-one appointment with me, obviously it would be more detailed one, but then generally I do charge. But this is the right time to grab me and ask as many questions you can. Let's go to the next question. Rajdeep, as I said, you need to go with the Ujala case. We said this is the trademark case we do it. So being yourself as a main applicant, if you're an onshore, and then add your dependents and apply in visa while you're onshore. So do listen to my advice which I have given you. That will help you out lodging the application. Dependent visa is still, as I said, it's better. GST, since it's GST, I have got few dependent visas and they've been granted easily, but again, it's taking a hell lot of time, 6, 7, 8 months. So it's better that you should go with something which is, again, I said, Ujala's case. So, do contact my team. I'm more than happy to assist you with that one. Let's go to the next question. So Sher Singh asking, is BCA per CDA reported skill assessment? BCA generally you need to see how much, what course units you have done it. So it's all about the units. So if you have done more of the engineering, courses out there, generally those who have done bachelors of engineering in software engineering or bachelors of IT in engineering, they are well sorted with Engineers Australia. Or otherwise, if you have done BCA, then we need to see your subjects. You can have engineering technology skill assessment. But again, it would be based on what would you have studied. But apart from that, it's going to be difficult. Let's go to the next question. All right, Hasara. Sorry, Hasara, if I've pronounced your name wrong, but I believe it's Hasara. So Hasara is asking, hi, sir, any opportunity personal care? Unfortunately, not, Hasara. Personal care assistants are really difficult to get sponsors because you only have sponsorship opportunities, and getting sponsor needs to be under the DAMA or labor agreement. So it's very difficult. So unfortunately, personal care assistants, individual support workers, aged care workers, they all don't have much opportunities until unless you get being sponsored. So there is another agreement which is called aged care agreement, being department recently introduced. Again, you need an employer who can sponsor you under that one. So gonna be difficult for that. All right, so any other question, if you have it, feel free to put. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the session. All right, guys, thank you so much. So I think I have pretty much have answered all the queries. If you have anything else, put in the comment box, or team, if you can just run the ticker, our phone numbers and email IDs and all, you can contact us on these numbers, our email IDs. We are more than happy to work out things for you. All right, so one more, I think, comment I have seen for Shumaila Malik. Can you just, yes, so Shumaila, if you can just give more brief about your, negative assessment, how that you received, and if any of my team member is coordinating with you or not, because I think you're not our client, so we need to see why you have got a negative assessment and how we can help you out making it positive, because there is always a way. So we never say no, but again, if there is no opportunity, then we can decline as well. We not always take the cases where we foresee that there is no positive outcome opportunities. But again, if you have case study, you can put it here. I'm more than happy to wait for another few more 10, 15 seconds, and we'll see how things go. Let's take a quick break until we'll put Shumaila to put their case study here. Any other questions, feel free to put. I'm still there for another 5 minutes. Let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll be taking a few more questions and then we'll wrap up.
With so many opportunities for higher education and skilled migration worldwide, it's no wonder that more and more people are seeking out new places to call home. But navigating the complex world of immigration and its respective laws can be a daunting task, with different rules, regulations, and requirements depending on where you want to go. That's where we come in.
As licensed migration agent and education consultants, we are here to help you navigate the complex world of immigration with ease. Whether you're looking to study abroad, work in a new country, or even start a new life overseas, we have the expertise and knowledge to help you get there. Our team of experts are not only skilled in understanding the scenarios, but also in understanding the specific requirements, ensuring that you have the right resources to succeed. We understand that every client is unique, and we work with you to create a personalized plan that suits your needs and goals. From visa applications to language proficiency tests, we have the tools and resources to help you succeed. We also keep up with the latest trends in technology and legal developments to ensure that our clients are always one step ahead of the competition. At the end of the day, our goal is to make our clients happy by helping them achieve their dreams. We know that moving to a new country can be stressful, but with our expertise and guidance, we'll help make the process as smooth and seamless as possible. Together, let's broaden your horizons and help you make your mark on the world. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you achieve your migration and education goals. Think Higher Consultants, because your dreams matter.
All right, welcome back, viewers. I think let's take few more, comments or questions, if any, and then inshallah we'll wrap up in the next couple of minutes. So Shumala is asking, sir, I did BS honors in biotechnology from University of Lahore. That is 4 years program, but Australia considering an associate degree. That's right. So obviously, if you're under the Schedule 2, then it would definitely be an associate degree rather than bachelor's degree. Because lots of masters, especially from University of Lahore, is also equivalent to either a bachelor's or associate degree. So that may be the case that they have rejected your application, if I'm not mistaken. Now, you have a couple of options, Shumaila. Since you've been a laboratory manager, obviously that would not do for you. So you have to look for an occupation which requires only diploma. Now, I think I remember have given this information to my staff as well. You can be a laboratory technician or life science technician, and it might be your laboratory manager or JDs would match with that one. That is another good occupation which you can get positive assessment and then apply for general skill migration. So I've given you a complete advice. Sorry, we have got some flies here, so unfortunately I have to just what I was saying that you need to ensure that at least you should go with something which requires diploma. Yep. So this is how it's going to work it out. Life scientist technician would be a better option for you because they only requires diploma. Otherwise, laboratory, laboratory technician or laboratory scientist or laboratory manager won't do for you. Even not the biotechnologist or such occupations because they require bachelors. So we cannot do that thing. Let's go to the next question. All right, so Will God asking, yes, sir, I'm working in meeting. So see, my experience based on the ACD is that they come to lesser points as well. So if you're 100 points, then wait for one or two more rounds. Since they started from 115, not everybody would have 115. So 100 points are very good. So you must have 85 of your own and 15 from the state. So I believe just wait for one or two rounds, and I'm pretty hopeful that ACD will invite you. So you don't need to go anywhere else. It's pretty generic that you just need to wait. Let's go to the next question. And again, for Wilgod, if your visa expiring in 6 months and it's on a COVID visa, still you can have buffer to apply for a student visa in order to wait for a bit. Because you can apply for a student visa, getting in COE for, say, if your visa expiring in December, take a COE for March, then you have another 3 months to wait as well. So buffer can be done. Glad you're on 408. If you would win a 485, then there's no way out. So at least you have better opportunities comparatively to other people, and I'm pretty sure that you will definitely have you will get an invite sooner or later. Sarah is asking, sir, I've completed surgery from an Australian student and applied for a skill assessment. Would there be an opportunity? As I said, Sarah, offshore you need to have the employer. If you don't have an employer, they won't be invited. There would be no opportunities. So if you already have got the skill assessment through NMAC or Vitasis, and you have done Cert 3 and you've been a caregiver or personal care assistant or individual support worker, still you, you need to find an employer who can sponsor you. So hope that helps. Let's go to the next question. Jay is asking, I see the Boston are more than their given quota, which means they don't accept all the applicants. Or see, 600, they are 5,000 in total quota. So, obviously they won't be giving all the quota in one go. So 600 means that they will keep 600 for next 10 months to make it, say, 5,000 or something. And that is how it's going to work it out. So they won't be inviting everybody like in a one go 5,000. That's never happened. So every month they invite. This is how it works. Any other questions, team? So if you can put on the screen, Joshi is asking, so vocational teacher. Vocational teacher, 491, 65 points. South Australia can be one option, and you need to keep an eye on Queensland because last time we got one vocational teacher being approved. He was 44 years, 363 days. So just a day prior, he got an invite. And since, once you get an invite, then everything can freeze. So even though if you turn 45, doesn't matter much. So this is how it's working out. But again, for other states, vocational teaching, 491, 65 points are very less. So keep an eye on Queensland or South Australia can be one option for you. All right, so we'll wrap up this session. Hope you like it. I'll try to answer as much as I could and quicker so we can, cover maximum questions and their answers. Inshallah will come next on 11th, similar timings. I believe these timings are matching lots of people and they're happy because they're at home or watching our videos and everything seems quite easy for them. So hopefully next month, 11th, we'll see you. Do take care, and I hope by that time lots of people will come to our live and say that they have got the pre-invites or invites. All the best. Have a good day.